Hello friends, you're with a Lonesome Gamer, and today I want to play Fortune and Glory again. And so this is actually the third time I'm going to play this, and on camera. And it's been quite a while since I did that. I mean, this is now an old game, right? I mean, times are changing fast in the gaming industry, and now this is really pretty much Flying Frog. All they do is Shadows of Brimstone, and but those were the days when they actually, I don't know, they did a couple of really fun games, and so I think this is definitely, for me, I think this is their best game. But okay, whatever. So I already did play against the thugs, and I played against the Nazis, but I always left one faction aside, and I always thought maybe in a couple of years I come back to this, and then I'm gonna play against the Crimson Hand. And there it is. This is the expansion, The Rise of the Crimson Hand, and I wanna do this. I also include the Treasure Hunters expansion, which basically adds new characters, and I'm not even sure what it does. In addition, you can visit the docks. I think the most interesting part are the new characters, and maybe also some cards. In addition to that, I downloaded on BGG quite a lot of these new adventure cards, fan-made adventure cards, and yeah, some of them look really cool, others not quite so cool, but I think they will add quite a bit of replayability to the game. And yeah, so let's see what they bring us. And yeah, I'm looking forward to do this once again, and yeah, maybe you want to share the experience with me. So the game is set up, and we have a ton of stuff here. Yeah, it's incredible, all the components that we have here. And so I'm not going to go through all the rules again. You can watch my earlier videos for that. But, well, actually maybe at least a little bit. Not too much in detail, but it's a long time, and it might also help me to remember stuff. So the goal is basically to collect victory points. And we're playing a 4-player game, and we're going to need 10 victory points per player. So these victory points are called fortune points, and these are these golden coins here. So overall we're going to need 40 of them. This is the tracker for the points that the Order of the Crimson Hand makes. And if they make 15 points, we've lost the game. They make points also by collecting these artifacts here. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's how they make points. There's a difference. We get the points here that are indicated here on the cards. So if we sell these cards in cities, then we get points for that. They get points when they simply collect an artifact. Then they get immediately 2 points no matter what is indicated on the card. And then they also get points for looting temples, basically. And I think this is, and there are specific event cards that also simply let them move the track one step forward. Okay, I want to go quickly through our heroes. We have 4 heroes. Shelley Hargrove. She's a race car driver. She's got +1 movement each turn from her car. Quick reflexes, add +2 adventure dice during any chase test, and spunky. May pay 2 glory at any time to heal a wound, except during a fight round. And it says, try to keep up. I like that challenge. Combat 3, Agility 4, Cunning 3, and Lore 2. 4 wounds are possible and 1 defense. She also has a personal mission. She wants to do research in myth, so she has to recover a myth artifact. And we have actually 2 of them. The Mask of Poseidon over here, and the Hammer of Jargono down there. The problem with the hammer is we already have a villain place there. So, I don't know, that doesn't look too promising. We get to the villain in a minute. Then we have here Angel Espinosa, and she is a grease monkey. Now, she has a workshop, may buy gear cards for 2 less glory than normal, and she's an expert mechanic. Adds +2 adventure dice during any tech or trap test. Combat 4, Agility 3, Cunning 3, and Lore 2. She can take up to 5 wounds. Now she wants a protege, and her mission is to get a sidekick ally. Li Mai Chen. She's a nightclub singer, and she's into martial arts. When you are not using a gun, once per fight round, you may either reroll all of your missed fight dice, or force your opponent to reroll one of their successful fight dice rolls. And she also has stealth. Once per sneak test, you may reroll a single die. I wouldn't do that if I were you. So she's got 3 combat, 5 agility, 3 cunning, and 2 lore, and 4 wounds, and a defense of 1. She is an armor collector. Oops. So she wants an armor artifact. And there is one, the Gauntlet of Darkness. And we get into this in a minute. And then we got Duke Dudley. He's got wealth, so he starts the game with 1 gear card and 1 fortune. That's cool. We're going to place that fortune somewhere. I'm not sure where I'm going to store my fortune. Another good question. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to simply place it up there. And he's a patriot. Gains +2 fight dice when in a fight with a Nazi opponent. That might not be so helpful here. Good show, old boy. Combat 3, Agility 3, Cunning 3, Lore 4. He can take up to 5 wounds. And we can give him a gear card. So let's see what he starts with. That is a toolbox. Pay 2 glory to roll an extra adventure dice during any test. Ooh. This may be used multiple times per test. You just need the right tool for the job. That's an interesting one. I wonder if you can do that after you've rolled your dice. And I think you can, because usually you can play also cards and event cards to manipulate the dice. You can do that after you rolled for the first time. So I think it should be actually possible to pay the glory and get additional dice that way. So that's pretty cool. Now let's talk quickly about the Order of the Crimson Hand. They have a kind of a headquarter, their Dark Sanctuary, that starts in Washington, DC. That was randomly determined. And they got here their tactics charts, and we have to roll on that when a specific event card comes up and tells us to do so. And if we have to do so, we also have to roll for the allies, and it is possible that the allies get under the order's influence, and eventually they might leave their their player. So that's not good. In addition, they have a dark knowledge, so that means depending on what special types the artifacts are that they recover, some of them will give them special abilities. So that is not good at all. What have we here? Keep your friends close. Buying allies for each hero once per turn costs 2 less glory. That's pretty cool. And then we have these acolytes, and they are a little tricky. They work different than most other henchmen that we know. They are placed on artifacts, these guys here, and I think at the start of each villain turn or something, we will place a marker on them or next to them, and when they have markers equal to the number of successes that are necessary to grab one of these artifacts or that artifact, then they will get the artifact. So usually with the other villain organizations, only 2 main villains are actually trying to actively take artifacts from the board, and the other the henchmen are basically just there to kind of slow you down. Here it's different. Here they are also, the henchmen are trying to get the artifacts, and that makes the game pretty tough. Now we have here Angelica Hamilton, and she is vindicative. Heroes in her space treat all tests as deadly. So that means usually you need a number of successes for a test, but if you roll only a single success, you can simply re-roll, and you can kind of pile up the successes until you have them all, or until you roll once and do not any success at all. But here you have to roll the full number of successes with a single roll, which is usually extremely hard. So basically, you could argue when she is on a space with an artifact, it's pretty much impossible to take that artifact. I mean, it's super dangerous. She's not that hard to kill though. She can only take 4 wounds, but still, I mean, it's just insanely hard to pass the tests. And then we have here the Inquisitor. He's not on the board yet. He's a fanatic. He gains +1 combat for each wound he has taken. And he starts with 3, and the guy can take up to 8 wounds. So that is also pretty insane. Okay. So a quick look at the artifacts. We have here the Mask of Poseidon. If you have that, you get an advantage when you move through the sea. And this is located here in the Himalayas. And it is a myth artifact. So that could be interesting for Shelley Hargrove. We have here the jar of the sacred stone, and that is here in the Heartland. So, well, I mean, it's fairly easy to get, only 3, but it also doesn't give you a ton of, doesn't give you a lot of fortune, just 3. Then we have the Hammer of Yargono, and that is that's worth 6 fortune. That's a ton, and it's also a myth artifact. Problem is we have already here the what's her name? Angelica Hamilton is already here in the Caribbean trying to get that. And yeah, that's the lady who makes the tests deadly. So I don't think I'm gonna mess with her here. And the last one is the Gauntlet of Darkness, which is placed here in Manchuria. Okay, and that is an armor item, so that could end a death item. So that would be interesting for Duke. He wants a death item. I don't know if I think I forgot that. So he wants a death artifact, but also for Lee, she wants an armor artifact. So we'll see. So first we go through the initiative phase, and every investigator will roll a die, every adventurer, and when they roll a 1, they're allowed to draw an event card, and the highest roller will get the first player marker. Okay, a 6 for Shelley. Oh, okay, nice. An event, usually these are good. For Duke, that doesn't sound good. Spread of the Crimson Hand, this is not good. Place a Crimson Hand Acolyte on any 2 artifact adventures. That sucks hard. That's very, very bad. 1 per artifact adventure. Now these guys go to the artifacts with the lowest. No, it says on any. So I can actually choose where to place them. So maybe I want to place them where there already is. Yeah, that makes sense. Where there already is one of the villains. So I'm going to place this guy there, and let me see. I guess I'm going to put the other one to the Gauntlet, because this is where the Inquisitor will eventually show up. Yeah, I think they can't do too much damage, because I guess the villains will get them anyway. So yeah, but that was not a great start. Yeah, just want to show you quickly the miniature here. So these are that's how they look like. Okay, that was a pretty bad start. But okay, Shelley now starts. She won the initiative, and we will go from left to right, and we do the movement rolls. So Shelley sits here in Paris, race car driver, and she's got a +1 movement. Oh, that's a 7. That's awesome. So question is, where do we want to go? I want a myth artifact. So, I think I want to go here to the Himalayas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. I'm going to go... I got to leave Paris first. So that's another movement point. But that's okay. I can also go through the Mediterranean. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm sitting here. And yeah, we can do that adventure. What about Angel? 3 rows of 5, which is good too. So you know what? I guess I'm simply going to go here, try to get the jar of the sacred stone, and 1, 2, 3. Maybe I have to do that on my own, but it's only 3 adventures. Maybe I'm lucky there. And then Lee, that's a 3. So she's sitting here. Where does she want to go? She wants an armor artifact. So the question is, do I want to help her? And it probably makes the most sense. We're not in a good shape. So maybe that makes more sense. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go here and help her. I could try to get an armor artifact there. But if I'm alone, which is pretty much the case, at least for now, this is going to be very hard. So I think it's probably a better idea if we do this together. And the last is Duke, and I'm not quite sure where I actually want to go with him. He's a little bit isolated over there. So let's see. Okay, that's a 3. That's not that hot. I wonder if I can actually fly. Now I gotta check that. I think I have to spend 1 fortune. And remember, I start with 1 fortune. So we already have 1. And this is actually our common. Well, it's already gone. Nowhere. Okay. There it is. That's our common pool. So we start with 1 fortune. And I could spend that. And I think I can fly for 1 fortune to another big city. And that doesn't cost anything, if I remember that right. But what am I going to do then? Do I want to help her? I guess, I hope she can do that on her own. Do I want to try to do this one here? Or do we want a tough choice? The problem is the Inquisitor will actually go to this item here by the end of the turn. So, you know, I think maybe I actually want to help her. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend a fortune. And if I remember that right, flying to a big city only costs 1 fortune. So I can fly from London to New York for 1 fortune. And then I can move 1 space, and we can try to do this. It's kind of expensive. But anyway, we can get some glory that way, and maybe, yeah, maybe that helps. We'll see. So, we go into the adventure phase, and now Shelley starts, and she is sitting right here at the Himalayas with Lee, and we grab the first adventure card. I'm going to take 1 here from the bottom of the deck, which isn't so easy. Okay, let's grab this one here. Okay, wow, a Spinosaurus in the Himalayas, and says an enormous creature is heading your way. Razor teeth, snapping jaw, armored scales. At least it can't get any worse. So we need an agility 5 test to be successful. We got to do this twice. So Shelley has an agility of 4, Lee has an agility of 5, so she is obviously the one for this test. And she has 1 success, which means she's allowed to reroll. Wow, there we go. Easy. So this thing would be worth 3 glory. But the glory is, at the moment, placed aside. They only get it when they make it either completely through the adventure or when they rest, basically, or camp. Okay, so this number here indicates how many of these adventures we have to pass. So 5, that was the first one. Let's go to the next one. God. Oh God, that's not good. This is a deadly trap. And it says, spot the hidden mechanism and carefully pick your way through the hall to avoid springing the trap. And we can see here, this would be a lore test, which would be extremely hard because this is a so-called deadly test. We have to roll all 3 successes in one roll, but we can also try a cunning test, 2 times a 5, but we can do this in multiple rolls. Shelly has 3 dice. Lee also has 3 dice. So I'm gonna go with Shelly here, I guess. Okay, so let's see. Okay, that wasn't good. Now, we can try to take a wound here to give her the option to roll another die, and I'm gonna try that. So she takes a wound, and she will roll another die. That didn't work, and that was not a 5, that was something else. I'm gonna try again. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, so we made it. That wasn't easy, but we did make it. No, actually we didn't. We have to roll again, but we had 1 success. Now we're allowed to roll 3 more dice. Shit. So we gotta try again. The other character can take 1 more wound, and if we don't make it now, that's it. We can't take another wound. That would kill us. Okay, fuck, that was a pretty bad start. So that means we are badly wounded and we're sitting in a cliffhanger with that deadly trap. In addition, we lose the glory, but we keep the success here. But that was not good. So now it's Angel Espinosa, and they're trying to get this jar of the sacred stone. And we gotta go, we're gonna also take a card here. And that says, inclement weather. The rain thunders down and you hear distant alarms being sounded. You must find shelter and safety fast. So we can either try cunning or lore. And the Duke is really good in lore, so I guess we're going to go with that. So we have 4 dice here, and we need a 5. Shit, man, this isn't good working at all. Now, okay, let's take a wound with Angel. At least she can take a couple of wounds. Nope. God damn, horrible. Yeah, okay, then we got a 6. That allows the Duke to do a second attempt. So we got 1 success. Okay, and there's our 5, so we got 2 successes. That means 3 glory. And we have our first adventure of the jar. We need only 3. So of course we're gonna press on. And we have again a trap here. This time it's a hidden trap. Spot the pressure plates in the floor and move carefully through the pattern of stones to avoid springing the trap. So again we have either a lore test. Oh, it's both this time, lore and agility. So the lore test will be done by the Duke. Obviously, that shouldn't be too hard. We only need a 4 here. Okay, that was good. That was fine. And now the agility test, that's a little harder. We need only 1 success, but the problem is I think Angel's gonna take that, because the Duke can also take a couple of wounds here. So, yeah, Angel has an agility of 3. She needs a 5. And there we go. Fabulous. So we did that. That gives us another 3 glory. And of course we're going to try to go to the last adventure. Excuse me. And that is a flying wing. And it says it cuts through the clouds, silhouetted by the setting sun, a fortress in the sky. Okay, so that's a combat test. I think that's an interesting question. Can we... it's not a fight, it's a combat. I wonder if I can use my Patriot ability here and get 2 additional fight dice. It says when in fight with a Nazi opponent. I mean, this is a Nazi. It's not actually a fight. I guess it's not. I guess we cannot use that. So she's better. She has 4 dice when it comes to combat. So she's gonna roll. And we'll see. There we go. That is good enough. 2 6s. We only needed twice a 5. So that's another 3 glory. And that means overall we have 9 glory for both of them. And they managed to get that artifact. That's a pretty good start for them, at least. It gives them some cash to equip themselves a little bit. So, yeah, that was definitely not bad. So, there we go. And we get that jar. Anybody specific? I want to give that to... Well, I might want to give it to Angel. I guess she wants to go and heal as soon as possible. So I want to give that to her. Okay, so now we go into the villain phase. And we have now... First, we have to draw a villain event. And that says, Search of Darkness. All villains immediately take an extra villain adventure step outside of the normal turn order. Move the villain track 1 step forward. Not that great, so this thing goes up. And they all take an extra action. So that means she will search. She's got a search value of 4. Let's take the black dice for the villains, I guess. There we go. So she's got a search value of 4. And every 4, 5, or 6 is a success. Okay, so she's got 1 success. She rolled also a 1. And a 1 gives her a wound. So that is not bad. And she's got 1 success here. Okay, and interesting. Then she can do it again. Okay, that's simply 2 more successes for her. So if she has 1 more success, she's already done with that adventure. She only needs 4. So now it is, let me see. Yeah, it's this guy, the Inquisitor. Now he will move onto the board and he will go to the gauntlet because it's the one which gives the most fortune points. And yeah, he will simply search there too. That's the second action then. He's got 5 search dice. Okay, now he takes 2 wounds, but that's not gonna help. He's gonna heal when he goes back, so I think there is no... I mean, he can take 8 wounds. And he has 2 successes, and he also needs 5 of them. So yeah, again, not too great here. Okay, now I actually did that twice. I should have done 1 step and maybe the other one a little later. Yeah, in between would have come the outpost step, but that is not so bad. So we roll for the outpost now. And that is a 5, and that means we have to place a new acolyte on one of the artifacts. And it goes to the one with the lowest fortune and no other acolyte there. That would be this one here. So there we go. And now, I wonder if that happens now or before. I gotta check that. When the acolytes get their success. Gotta check that. It happens at the beginning of each end phase. So that means the acolytes will now get also 1 success. Now, I'm gonna place these here. It probably doesn't really matter that much in this specific situation, but it's definitely not good. Okay, and that's it. It seems we got to replenish the artifacts. So we draw a new one, and that is the Tears of Osiris. This artifact is worth +2 fortune. When discarded, shuffle this card back into the deck. Oh, that's pretty cool. But it's hard to get. You need 6 points to get that. Wow, look at that. This is at 6. This is insane. This thing would be worth 8 fortune if we can take that. So, I mean, we definitely have to give it a try. And let's see where this is located. In Australia. Okay, that's a little far. So this is here. That kind of sucks. Yeah, that's too far away, I guess. We'll see. Maybe we can do it anyway. I mean, that would be awesome to get, obviously. Okay. Okay, so we go into another turn. And again, we start with the initiative roll of Shelley. That's a 1, so she's going to draw an event. That is a volcanic eruption. Play on any hero, enemy, or villain in a mountain space. They immediately take d6 hits. Any temple there collapses on the d6 roll of 4. Or play while in a mountain space during your adventure phase to gain 3 glory. Now the thing is, Angelica, let's see where she is. Sadly, she's not on a mountain space. That is a shame. So, I'm going to keep that. That's not a bad card. Maybe if I play that, I can get someone... I can get one of the villains maybe in a volcanic eruption. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so that was a 1. Oh, another 1. Now that is a lucky find. Play on any hero, including yourself, when they complete a danger. That hero may immediately draw a gear card. Okay, nice. So that was her card. And Lee, that's a 2. And Duke, oh, another 1. Okay, crazy. If I could just reach. Okay, play to immediately take any ally or gear card from the discard pile, or choose any unsold common item and roll a d6. Take that item if the roll is equal to or higher than its listed cost. A roll of 6 will always succeed regardless of the item's cost. Okay, I might go for that. I have a special rule here. Let me see, what was that? Because I play a little different with the common items. Usually I only draw 3 of them when I'm in a city. I don't go through the whole deck. I only draw the uppermost 3, and then I have to buy 1 of them. Let me see, there was something going on here. So the way I use these common items is that when I go into a city, I'm not allowed to choose or buy any of these items, so just pick one basically, but I draw the top 3 and then I have to buy one of these 3 items. This is how I play that. In this way I also sometimes buy items that I would otherwise probably not buy, and I think that's a little more interesting. Now this kind of conflicts with this card here, because play to immediately take any ally or gear card from the discard pile. In this way, because you draw 3 cards and buy 1, you get more and more cards into the discard pile, and you could kind of exploit that other thing. You can discard a very strong card and then use that card to draw it out again. And to avoid that, my rule for this card is that I can basically buy a card from the discard piles for half their value. Okay, that's just my house rule for that. I mean, and so Lee, she won the initiative test with a great roll of 2, and now we go into the movement, and all we got to check is this deadly trap here. So we don't have to check that, but she's kind of stuck, so we only have to check if she rolls a 1 or not, because with a 1 she would get another event, and otherwise she's just stuck there because she's in the cliffhanger. Okay, so that is not a 1, and now it's the Duke, and he has a 1, so that means again he is allowed to draw an event. I've got an idea. Play on any hero to give them +2 cunning or +2 lore for 1 test. That is pretty cool. So he takes that. I gotta remember that. And so I rolled a 1 with the Duke. What do I want to do with this guy? Maybe I should go into a city. Yeah, you know, I think I want to do that. I think, well, it doesn't really matter. I might go to New York, and maybe I can use my stuff here. Yeah, and buy some additional equipment. And maybe I can even fly here to Sydney in the next turn. We'll see. And then it's Shelley's roll. She's also kind of trapped here in the Himalayas. Okay, so nothing here. And Angel Espinosa, she rolls a 6. So she's going to go to Chicago, I guess. And now we go into the adventure phase, and we start with Lee. So we got to do the cliffhanger here. I wonder if I really want to go to Chicago with her. Maybe I want to go somewhere else, because my goal is still to go to Sydney somehow. But I want to go to a large city because I get more money for the jar if I sell him in a large city. So where do I want to go? Let me see. I might consider going to Hong Kong maybe. Can I get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go to Hong Kong. And maybe then next turn I can make it to Australia. Okay, cool. So that wasn't bad. And now, let me see. Yeah, we are with this deadly trap, so we gotta flip that. And we have swinging blades. Razor sharp blades swing out from the slits in the walls, threatening to slice you in half. Duck and roll to avoid a gruesome fate. There we can see the blade. Okay, if there would be an ally, they had to roll 2. So we need an agility of 5. Now she's got a very high agility, so with 5 dice, I think we should be able to evade that. And that was very good. 2 successes here, so we're good. That gives us 3 glory. I think we get them immediately, if I'm not mistaken. I think these glory we get immediately if they are from a cliffhanger. And additional now if we start basically the adventures again, I think yeah, then we have to pile this up here. I think the stuff from the cliffhanger you get immediately. And I also think we should play the lucky find now, so she can draw a gear card. Oh cool, that's a revolver. That's really nice. +2 combat. I never travel without it. That's pretty cool. So we're going to give that to her. Technically, yeah, but she's not that great in combat. I mean, she's got her martial arts, and this thing is a gun, so she doesn't really need that. But on the other hand, I do not want to give that revolver to Shelley because they kind of work together, and she cannot help Shelley because she already has 3 wounds. So I think, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Basically, that doesn't matter at the moment, at least, as long as they share the same adventure. If they are on the same adventure, they can exchange gear and allies just in any way they want. So for now, she's going to take that. Yeah, she's going to take that revolver. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we go to the next adventure. We have now 2 of 5. So let's see what we get. Gosh, that looks like another dinosaur. Incredible. Yeah, so that is a Triceratops chase. You took a wrong turn. Try to outrun the creature or scare it off. That's a chase. I think, yeah, she's got a +2 adventure for her quick reflexes. That's pretty good. So she's going to do that. She's got an agility of 4. +2 is 6. So that's really good. So we need a 5. Just 1 success here. Okay, easy, no problems. So that gives us another 3 glory. But this time we have to place it here. Okay, that's another success. So we need 2 more. So it's underwater diving. Your search has led you to the water. What does it? Suit up in your heavy-duty diving suit and descend into the dark depths below the surface. Okay, that's not so easy. So it's cunning 5. Yeah, we're not terribly good in this. So I think that's a tech. She would be good in tech, but she's not with us. Yeah, that's not so hot. Okay, I think she's gonna try to do this, so then she can exert. So, okay, we got a cunning of 3, we both have. So yeah, let's get this done. We could use this. If things go wrong, we can play this card. I've got an idea. Might consider that. Okay, so, and the cool thing is you can play these cards after you rolled your dice. So that's pretty good. So the underwater diving, let's see. Oh boy, is that bad. Don't want to take a wound. Yeah, you know, I don't want to play the card immediately. It says on any hero. You know, maybe I can save the card. I take 1 wound. Just 1. And it turned out to be a good decision. Okay, but we need 2 successes. God damn, so we gotta reroll that. We need another one. Oh man. Okay, yeah, we did it. Very good. So we were successful here. And that means we need only 1 more adventure to solve that. But then we gotta fight this guy here. Okay, that's extremely bad. That's a deadly puzzle. That sucks totally. The stones are beginning to move faster and faster. Decipher the glyphs before the mechanism completes its cycle. Okay, I mean that is just very, very bad. So again, the problem is we only have a lore of 2, which terribly sucks. We need 2 successes with a single roll. I could play this card now and give them a +2 for 1 test. I wonder if that means I can... What exactly means 1 test? Does that mean it's only a single roll? Yeah, I mean I cannot re-roll anyway, so it doesn't really matter. By the way, I think I should get 3 more glory for this previous adventure. So do I want to spend this card? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I mean, it's still very unlikely that I'm going to be successful, but in this way I have a real chance. And so I'm going to give it a try. I need a 5 or 6. That's really tough. Ah, yes! There we go. Wow! Look at that. We did it. 5 glory, and we managed to solve the whole adventure. That was just amazing. Great. Okay, so now we receive... I hope I'm doing this right, but I think so. Everybody gets 11 glory. That's a lot. And now we gotta fight the acolyte before we are allowed to actually take the mask. So the acolyte is a standard Order of the Crimson Hand villain. So it's simply this guy here. He's not terribly strong, but I mean, it's not great either. I'm not sure if I have to defeat him or if I can escape. That's something I have to check. How to run away from this guy. That's kind of cool. However, he gives 4 glory. I'm not sure. Is that for both of us or only for the guy who kills us? I think it's for both. I'm going to check that again. Now I need to do 4 wounds. Now the thing is, I think I want to actually at least go for 1 fight round. And I'm going to give the revolver to her, to Shelly. She's got 5 combat dice. But on the other hand, the guy can take 4 wounds. It's very unlikely that we can. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try to escape. I don't want to risk too much. We managed to make a lot of cash already. Let's try to get away here. I got an agility of 5, so I only need okay, I need twice a 5, but I should be able to get this done. Okay, that was easy. So, okay, that's it. We managed to run away from this guy, so I guess he's simply removed. I think we don't get any... Yeah, we don't get the glory though, I guess. And we're done. We solved this adventure. Very cool. And that gives us... that gives us the Mask of Poseidon. Who do I want to give it to? Guess it doesn't matter that much. Oh, wait, it might actually. She recovered a myth artifact, so I'm going to give it to her. And that now she's got that. She solved this thing. So she gets now +2 adventure dice on all tests while at a myth adventure. That's pretty amazing. So I wonder when she's allowed to draw a second or a new mission. I gotta check that. But that was pretty good. So these 2 guys are done. So that means the Duke is the next player. Actually, Shelly, she can draw immediately a new personal mission card. Where are they? Here. Okay, that says research fate. Recover a fate artifact. Yeah, cool. Okay, nice. Let's see. Is there one? Definitely the Tears of Osiris. So this is... that's really an interesting one. Yeah. Might consider going there immediately with Angel Espinosa. And the cool thing is, this is also a myth artifact. So when she does these tests, she will get a +2 on every adventure dice there. That's amazing. So I really think maybe we should go down there together in the next turn. I might not even trade this item in because this is so valuable. It's a bit of a risk to run around with these things because you can lose them. But you know, I'm still in okay shape. I only lost 1 wound. And actually I got the special ability to pay 2 glory. And you know what? I'm going to do that immediately to heal a wound. So I'm going to do that. So I'm in a very good shape now. And yeah, that's fine. Looks quite promising at the moment. I'm doing better than I thought. Okay, so now the Duke. And he sits in New York. And yeah, he's going to draw a city card. Okay, that's a downtown car chase. lose them down a back alley, or outrun them in traffic. Okay, that's the cliffhanger here. So let's see. That's both not too hot. I could use the toolbox maybe. So we'll see. That's a really cool. I mean, that's an incredibly strong item. Basically, as long as I have cash, I can buy additional dice. This may be used multiple times per test. 2 glory per die. That's crazy. Okay. So I'm going to use my cunning. I got 3 cunning. So I need a 5 or higher. Okay, that was bad. But yeah, now the question is, do I want to pay for that? Yeah, that's a tough. Why not? I mean, yeah, I think I want to. So I'm going to throw away 2 of the glory and give it a try. I mean, this can get expensive. Ah, there it is. Fantastic. Okay, and now I can roll my 3 dice again, and I need a second success. And there it is. Awesome. So we did that. And that gives me 3 glory, so overall I made some money out of this. Okay, and now I am in New York and I can buy stuff there. So I think the first thing I want to do is I'm going to draw 3 of these common item cards, and maybe I find something interesting. So there's a revolver for $5. Whoop! A mansion for 25. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, I guess. Now, I could afford that thing for half the value. That's pretty insane. I feel that's a little bit unfair, right? Maybe I shouldn't allow that. I don't think I want to allow that. But I get the... Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. So, I'm going to buy the... I'm going to buy the revolver for $5. That's pretty good. You know, now I could, if I follow my house rule, I could play this card and buy that thing for $12 or something, but I'm not going to do that. This is just not fair. I should come up with some kind of modifier there, I guess. Maybe I should simply say I can do this, and I use that for a card in the discard pile. That sounds a little more reasonable. Yeah, I might consider something like that. Okay. So we still got some cash left, and you know, I wonder if I should buy another gear, or should I go for an ally? Maybe, on the other hand, I got the toolbox, which buys me extra adventure dice. That's super cool. Maybe I should keep the $5. Oh, gosh. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy myself an ally that allows me to buy one die. So I'm going to go with an ally. They only cost $3 because of the special rule of the Order of the Crimson Hand. That's a reporter. Draw an event card. Well, that's not so bad, actually. This could be the story of the century. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the events are not that great, but I think the majority actually is. You can activate these guys once per turn. I think I could do that right now. I don't see a reason why not. So I'm going to do it immediately, and I'm going to draw an event card. I don't think so. Play to cancel any event card or villain event. Play to cancel any city card on the D6 roll of a 3+. Pretty good. pretty good. Okay, and then it's Angel, and she's sitting in Hong Kong. So we got to draw a city card. Oh, just another day in the city. You may fully heal. Now I wonder if that is the card that triggers the special events. I got to check that. Okay, so indeed, this is the card that triggers the major city epic events. That's what they're called. Okay, so first we can fully heal, which is good. Who was that? Was that Shelley or was it Lee? No, it was Angel. There we go. It was her. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna heal my 2 wounds, which is good. And now we gotta check the card here, and we are in Hong Kong, and we gotta roll a die. Let's see what we get. That's a 4. That's an opium den. Your chase leads you down a dark alley and into a smoke-filled opium den. Slamming the doors behind you, you realize too late that this was a trap. Place 2 Crimson Hand acolyte figures in the city of Hong Kong. You must fight both acolytes. If you escape or are KO'd, the acolytes get away with their stolen treasure. Draw an artifact for the villains and remove the acolytes. If you defeat both acolytes, you thwart their plan. Gain D6 fortune. Okay. Yeah, that ain't too great. That's not good. I'm not that good in fighting, so... Okay, let's see. I mean, we got 2 of these guys. That's pretty rough. So, do you want to try? I mean, I got a 4. I got 4 combat. You know, play to cancel any city card. I could have done that, but I need a good one here. I don't know. At least I don't lose my artifact. So I wonder if I should give it a try. Maybe I should. I mean, I could at least... I could at least try one fight. And then we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that. Let's see what that is. That doesn't help me. I guess I have to do that now or never. Probably I should have done that before. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. So we're gonna fight. These guys have 2, and I have I have 4. They got no defense. I have 1. I mean, I got 5 life points. Maybe I can do it. I might be in a solid shape. Okay, so I take 1 wound. They take 3, which is not great. The problem is that gives them a lot of dice, or gives him a lot of dice in the next turn. So I don't know if that's so clever. Shit. So yeah, he takes 3 wounds. The problem is that gives him 5 dice next turn. We need... that sucks. I take 1 wound. Man, I don't know. That's not good. That's risky. I mean, technically he could kill me now. But then every hit must be a success. So I don't think he's gonna do that. I'm gonna try again. But I mean, they have 5 dice, but still. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, that was pretty good. So the guy is dead. I take another wound. So, okay, I managed to kill one of them. God, that's really tough. Yeah, I guess I get 4 glory for that. So that is quite nice. And the question now is, you know, fuck it. I'm gonna go for it. I managed to do this with 2 wounds. It's pretty damn risky, but yeah, I'm gonna try again. So let's see. He's got 2 now, the new one, and I got 4. I mean, if I'm super lucky, I can kill him right away, but that's gonna be hard. Ah, yes! Wow, was that a roll? I did it! That was fantastic, and I didn't take a single wound here. That was so great. So I get another 4, and it's looking really good now. I got a very strong... I'm really doing great at the moment. So that means I get D6 fortune. So give me a good roll here, and I'm good. Okay, that's 2. That's not too hot. But hey, I mean, it was something. Okay, so now I'm in Hong Kong. I get the option to heal, which means... No, that's me here. So first I'm gonna pay... No, first I actually want to try to... I'm gonna try to buy some stuff here. So I'm gonna draw 3 cards and get me some nice common item. And look at that. That is amazing. Sadly, I can only buy one of these things. So do I want the revolver, which is probably a good idea. Book of Lore is strong, but I think I'm gonna go with the revolver. So that costs 5. There we go. And you know, I'm considering, still got a lot of cash here. So let me see, I would need 2 to heal. Yeah, I want a sidekick ally. So here's the thing. First of all, I'm gonna heal. Then I'm gonna buy myself an ally for 3. There we go. Okay, that's not a sidekick, that's a burglar. Gives me agility +1. May copy the activate ability of any other card in play. Ooh, that's nice. That would allow me, for example, to draw an event card every fucking turn. That's strong as hell. And, you know, I'm gonna buy me another ally. I mean, technically, no, I can do this only once. I can only buy once an ally for a reduced fee. So I think I'm gonna get me one more ally. I still want that sidekick, and I don't have it. So that's a pilot, which is not bad. I can use the pilot to fly between cities for fortune instead of for glory instead of fortune. That's quite cool. +2 adventure dice during any flying test. So now I got 2 left, which is not too hot. So I think I'm going to leave it here. I got agility +1, which is nice. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of the jar. And that thing now gives us 4 fortune. So we got 6 fortune. That's something. Then I'm going to activate the burglar. I'm going to do that right away to draw an event card because I'm copying this activated thing. Too close. Play to force a test, just roll. Okay, that's not for us. This may be used on yourself or another hero or villain. No, that's good. Yeah, I can re-roll a test if it misses. That's good. And so that were all the city events. Now we go into the villain phase. We got to kick off with a villain event. Dark powers. This card plays on the table. While the villains have at least one artifact that is myth, any hero in the same space as a villain rolls one less adventure dice on any tests they take. That is bad. Yeah, that's not good at all. So I could try to cancel this thing with this card. But I don't think I want to do this. This is not good, but you know, maybe I have the chance to... I might have the chance, for example, to steal artifacts. So in the end, maybe this card is not so bad. And... okay, so that was that. Next we come... Whoops, wait a minute. Here we go. Outpost. So we got to roll again. Okay, that's a 4. So that means we got to place this guy. Where does he go? Down here. And then we got to roll for the villains. Adventures. So we have her. She searches with 4 dice. I think she only needs 1 more success. Yeah, so that should be possible for her. Oh yeah, easy. So she finds that thing. That's not good. The Hammer of Jargono. So that means they get a plus. They got +2 here. And she goes back. She heals. All that stuff here goes away. They got a myth artifact. That gives them the Dark Powers ability. They also have now, at an extra success each turn, to collect in the artifact they are on. That's for the Acolytes. That's pretty bad. And all Crimson Hand villains and enemies are +1 fight dice. That's this thing here. So it might be a good idea to steal the Hammer of Jargono from them as soon as possible. And then the Inquisitor also activates. He's got 5 search dice, and I think he also only needs very few additional successes. That's not looking good. Oh, it's only 2 actually. Maybe it's not that bad. That's this one here. So he didn't find it. He didn't... Wait a minute. No, he didn't find it. Cool. Okay, nice. So they got now 4 successes, and he takes a wound, which probably has no effect. Okay, great. So that's that. Now these guys get now 2 success markers. I'm going to take these now, I don't know, and I'm going to give this guy 2 markers because, yeah, they have that Mythos ability now. So he gets 2 markers. And this guy also gets 2. Okay. And then we got to refill our adventures. So let's see what we get. We have the Crown of Loki. No gear may be used during this adventure. And this thing is located on the British Isles. Well, okay. And the other one is the Caverns of Illusion. After each danger, roll a d6. On the roll of 1 or 2, do not gain progress toward collecting the artifact. I mean, that's not that hot. Okay, so let's see. This is a temple, so that works a little bit different. And I'm going to place 6 fortune there. Yep, there we go. And let's see where that thing is located. Bayou. Okay, so I guess we take simply a temple and we're going to place that here. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is then the end of the turn. I think we can say it was a pretty good turn. Okay, they managed to get the hammer, and that's a tough one because of the dark powers. But apart from that, we did pretty well. We managed to gain a couple of solid items and allies. We managed to gain 2 artifacts. One of them is already sold. And yeah, I think we are in a pretty good shape, actually. So the next one is going to be trying to get this thing here, the Tears of Osiris. If we can get this, that would be 8. That would be great. And we'll see, right? I mean, this one is an interesting one, but it's tricky because of this illusion thing. But of course, you can get a lot of fortune out of such a temple, so we might consider doing this. Okay, there's also a chance to try to raid one of these dark sanctuaries. She's very good in sneaking, so Lee might be exactly the lady to do that. Hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.